me, though. Okay. Another video question from PT in Dallas.
Hey, Ross, this is PT in Dallas, Texas, your number one fan. And my question to you, Ross, is do you ever think that a person who wants to follow their dreams, can they do a little bit too much? Like, can they take it to the top and, like, overdo it?
Thank you for the question, PT, by the way. I see your tweets all the time. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to the show. Today, of course, is Wednesday. It's a Wacky Wednesday here on PT Showbiz Top 5. And I'm going to be giving you all the latest entertainment news. If you've never seen this show before, these are my celebrities' clothes in the back. And sometimes they over in the gold room and they say stuff to me and I say something back to them. Sometimes I go there and fight with them. It's a big mess. They try to come over here, but I can't afford to bring them over here. Speaking of celebrities in the other room, I could have sworn I seen something on one of these TV shows. It wasn't a cable channel. It was one of these local channels where I said, they having celebrities coming out the back room, but they don't know where they came from. Wonder where they got that idea from. Anyway, I think it's on Bounce TV. Shade. Anyway. Anyway, if you happen to be in Cleveland this weekend, my girl Lunell will be at the Improv Comedy Club there in Cleveland, Ohio. Stop by and see her, okay? Don't forget. Tell her I sent you. And also, don't forget, we're going to be doing this cruise next year. I'm so excited. We have about 30 people, and we need more, all right? So if you want to pay that $25 before October the 31st, please email me. Of course, that's going to be comedianpt@yahoo.com. And listen, you ain't got to pay me a dime. Everything goes through Carnival, okay? So make sure you get on this cruise. Welcome all my new subscribers. Well, by the time you get this video, I should be able to go live. They told me I'd be able to go live on the 12th. I tried early this morning around about midnight and nothing so far. But maybe by the time you see this video, I'll be live again, okay? All right, here we go. Number 5, I'm going to be talking about Mr. Michael Strahan, who's from Houston, Texas. I'll tell you what he said about the NFL football players kneeling. Showbiz Top 5 number 4, Mr. Geoffrey Owens. Great news for him. It gets better and better and better. Showbiz Top 5 number 3, Ed Hartwell and Keisha Knight Pulliam. They still pulling at each other's throat. And I'll tell you what that's all about as well. And of course, Showbiz Top 5 number 2, is it true that Chris Brown's 3-year-old daughter was stealing? Child, this has got to be a lie. But I got to tell you about it because it's in the blogs. Anyway, and of course, Showbiz Top 5 number 1, did you know that Bow Wow was addicted to drugs? I had no idea. I'll tell you what he said on his Instagram. Let's get right to this mess. Okay, y'all, this is going to be number 5. In case you guys never knew this, oops, sorry about that. Michael Strahan is from Houston, Texas, and he graduated from, shout out to Texas Southern University. Shout out to all of the boys and girls watching me, Texas Southern. Hey, y'all. Anytime y'all want me to come down to the school, let me know. I'll come and hang out with y'all. All right, that's a shout out to 3rd Ward. In the building, 3rd Ward in the building. That's Beyonce's from 3rd Ward. Speaking of Beyonce, this is her wig right here, y'all. This is her hair. She donated this to the show. Anyway, here we go. So, as you guys know, Michael used to play NFL, and great football player he was. And he's retired now. Of course, he's working with the morning show and everything. And they asked him, he was on some show, and they asked him, how do you feel about the football players kneeling, and would you kneel if you were still in them? And he was on Ellen, and shout out to Ellen watching my show. Hey, girl. So would you put would you go to the kneel for what's going on with the unjust treatment of black men and young black men? Would you do it? He said of course he would. Of course he said he's too old to play football now, but you're never too old. And he said he definitely would. He has an 81-year-old father who will retire from the military, and he said he said if his father doesn't look down on it, and people know, and I've said this once before, they know what the kneeling is for. They know it's not to disrespect the soldiers and the military people. They know that. And when Michael Strahan was on Ellen today, 99% of our audience is white. And when Michael Strahan took her for those guys, 99% of the audience 99% of the audience clapped. I don't think they made them clap. I don't know. I've never been to the Ellen show yet. But maybe they have a sign up that say clap holes. I don't know. But he said that the only thing he wants them to do is he wants them to be more proactive proactive between the players and the owners, which I agree. I know the two of the owners that I know for a fact, and they're here in Texas, the Texans owner and Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys owners. they ain't having it. And that just make me so mad. It just make people think what they think about Texas anyway. Ooh, they racist in Texas. No, they racist everywhere. And they just protesting. People know what it is. They know what it is, child. They just being, as they say, ignorant. They know exactly what it is. Keep protesting, keep kneeling until we get justice. And people, these dirty cops need to stop killing these innocent men. And listen, all cops are not dirty. Unfortunately, what happened in Dallas was an unfortunate thing. But, it just needs to stop. And I hope they keep protesting. And I'm glad Michael Strahan said what he had to say. Let's move on to number 4. Well, I don't know if you guys know this or not. Of course, Mr. Joffrey Owens, who was on the Cosby, seems like things are getting better and better and better for him. Listen, sometimes when bad things happen to you, good things come out of it. Listen, here's the latest thing with him. Last I heard, he's going to be doing Have and Have-Nots with Tyler Perry, which he should be already filming now. The new thing with Mr. Owens is he's going to be on NCIS out of New Orleans. So, listen, that was because of the job shaming. Man, my mom always say, the devil will try to make it into something bad, but God will turn it into something good. So a lot of times, do you ask yourself, do you think he said, well, I'm glad you shamed me? Do you think it was a blessing that he got shamed? Of course it was a blessing. What the person who took the picture tried to make it out to be something bad, but it turned out to be something good. Oh, thank you, Lord. See, it always happens like that. A lot of things happen to you in your life, and, bad things happen, and later on in life, it turns into something good. A lot of bad things happen to me and turn into something good. It's just the way it is. So it's going to continue on and on and on. And there's some other things, if I'm not mistaken, that some other jobs and stuff that came up from Mr. Owens. I'm really happy for him. I'm very, very genuinely happy for him, and I'm glad that these things are happening for him today. And anybody else who's going through something, just keep your head up and believe that it'll get better. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about it. Speaking of the Cosbys, let's talk about Ed Hartwell and, of course, Keisha Knight Puglia. Well, here's the latest. Well, he wants a new trial, because he's saying that this woman does not need a nanny because she ain't working full time. And I guess he's trying to figure out where she getting this money from to be getting a nanny. First of all, you don't need to worry about what she got going on in her house. You need to tend to your own business. That's the old folks say, mind your own business. Well, he's saying that Keisha, she responded to his, said something to the fact that, well, first of all, you didn't even believe this was your child in the beginning. Ooh, shade. Yeah, he did. He didn't believe it. He wanted to take the test and everything. And then all of a sudden, now he want to be the daddy. And yeah. He's paying $3,700 a month. $3,007 a month, and support, child support. That's a lot of money, but he's got it. And I don't know. Listen. That's why you got to be careful when you put the peanut into the peanut jar. You got to be careful, because listen, when you bring the peanut out of the peanut jar, you might have a little peanut that comes with it, and listen, that's something you got to deal with for a long time. Oh, a lot of us think, oh, I'm in love with her, I'm in love with him. I'm talking to gay couples too, because they get married and they have kids, they adopt kids and stuff, and I've seen adopted children, gay parents, and they have kids and they break up, and it's just a big mess. And you're just fighting, and it's just a big mess. You got to really know what you want. Some of y'all, even in my own family, I'm not going to go there, but I might as well. I'm talking about everybody else. You're 20, you're 21, you don't know what you want. Of course he looks good. Of course he looks good. I want to say some other stuff, but I can't go. Of course it looks good, and it may feel good. But, put a condom on. Put a condom on, honey. Oh, I want to have your baby. Then 9 months down the line, you done had the baby, and then y'all fighting next year around the same time, and he then moved out, and you. I know a situation with something going on in my family, where supposedly somebody got pregnant, and they broke up. And he got with another girl, and now the girl's in prison, and now he's trying to go back to the other person in my. No. You broke up with her, you left her, You should have just. Then I know some situations where some people ain't even paying child support. Listen, if there's any women out there and your man ain't paying child support, you don't give a damn about your child. I tell y'all all the time, at the end of the day, it's about the child. It ain't about nobody else but the damn child. Nobody else but the child. Everything else is put on the back burner. Your child come first. I wish I would. I wish I was a damn female and a man got me pregnant. Oh, I love him and he gonna take care of the baby and I can't do that to him because we should. Well, child by. Child by. Because some men ain't responsible. And some men may do it just for a little while. And then all of a sudden, they going to go somewhere else and stick their peanut in another peanut jar. Next thing you know, they going to have another little peanut. And it's going to be 2 or 3 peanuts running around. And then you're going to have enough money to spread all that money around. And listen, unless you got money like Cardi B's husband, then I guess you can go around having all these damn babies because you can take care of them. But you don't know what's going to happen between this day and the next day. Just because you have it today don't mean you're going to have it tomorrow. I'm just saying. So hopefully they get this stuff together. He wants another trial, and I'll keep you guys posted on it, and we'll see what happens. He's not ready to throw in the towel yet. And they're not getting no money. And another thing I don't like, y'all, I don't like the fact that they're not getting money from this Cosby show. I don't like that. They shouldn't have to suffer for something that he did. They don't have nothing to do. Don't give him his money. Just split it amongst them. They don't have nothing to do with them. I don't like that. Hopefully they change that in the future. Let's move on to number 2. Well, it's been alleged that Chris Brown's daughter has been stealing. Well, this is being reported in the blast. Don't come blasting me. Talking about Pete, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Talking about Chris' daughter. No, you want to read somebody, you read the blast. I'm just repeating what's in the blast. BLAST. They're saying that the 4-year-old daughter stole $300 from Joyce Hawkins' grandma's purse. Now, it's been reported that criminals say when they're young, they do this for attention. Do I think Chris Brown's daughter is going to be no? She's just 3 years old, y'all. And and sometimes you just have to tell kids, don't go in granny's purse. Well, child, we already knew not to go in grandma's purse. Because grandma kept it right here. She didn't keep it in her purse. Grandma, y'all remember? Grandma, you got $2. Hold on, baby. She go down. Ooh, I used to hate when she did that. Ooh, cause she didn't know I was gay, and she I didn't want to be around no titties. So, but grandma would go off in there. Rest in peace, grandma. She would go in there and get them coins, honey, out them breasts. She didn't have a purse. No. And she go get up under the bed. One of the two. So the blast ought to be shaming themselves saying that about Chris Brown's daughter. That woman gonna be just fine. That little baby gonna be just fine. She ain't gonna have to steal nothing nowhere. Cause if her daddy don't get his ass somewhere and sit down. Yes. Hold on 1 minute. It's Rihanna. Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. I'll tell you. Thank you, Rihanna. She want me to let y'all know she got some new music coming out. Thank you, Riri. We're going to move on before this gets way out of hand. So we're going to pray for Chris Brown's little daughter. She's going to be all right. All right, if you guys are on Instagram, make sure you go to Bow Wow's Instagram. He's up on the Sean Moss, I believe. And here's the latest on him. I had no idea he was addicted to drugs. Well, he revealed this week on his Instagram, which I'm on Instagram on the PT Showbiz. Go check me out. The whole time he was working on this album with Omarion, he was on heavy drugs. He was spending $500 a week on drugs. And this syrup, even on the whole time he was on the tour, Chris Brown, he was high. He's saying that he was so sick that he talked about missing shows and in Baltimore and Chi-Town. And he was in the hospital from addiction. And he said even to this day, his stomach is not the same because of all the stuff that he was doing and all the drugs and stuff that he was doing. So he's pleading for his followers, which I applaud him for this. I usually read his ass, but I applaud him for telling his followers to don't do drugs, stop popping pills. You know, he said he was doing this at 19 and 20 years old. Man. And he even posted on his Instagram a video where you could see how he was acting when he was on that syrup and how he was acting and stuff. It's just, I tell you, listen, I tell y'all all the time, I don't have a problem with people smoking marijuana. I don't smoke it. But when you get to doing all this other stuff, putting all this other stuff in the weed, you're causing a problem. You're causing a problem for yourself, and it's gonna eventually catch up with you. Thank God he was able to get off of it, and that he was able to, overcome that. Because some people can't overcome that. We're not gonna say no names. I'm every woman. It's all in you. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the one that was at the funeral that was reading off the fan. Shaka. Anyway, congratulations to Bow Wow. I'm glad that he is off the drugs. And I told him I was going to be talking about him. I know he ain't going to watch the show, but he might tune in. But I'm really glad for him. On a serious note, I'm glad that he's telling people. But you know what? I don't give a damn how many people you tell don't do this and don't do that. They're going to do what they want to do. And they're going to have to learn for themselves. And some of them may not be lucky like Bow Wow and get off the drugs. They might continue being on the drugs, continue having their stomachs messed up and stuff, messing with that stuff. These people nowadays, they doing meth. You get to do it. Look, I'm in my 50s. I don't have all my teeth, y'all. But I'm blessed to have these in the front. I don't have these on the side. But all these are mine. They're pretty white. I wish I had veneers and stuff, but I can't afford that. But, just think if I was to do meth. I remember talking about this about the meth. Then, too, my videos will probably go viral. If I sit here and did the show and had no teeth, all my shows would probably go viral within a week. But I'm not going to go through all that. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in today. Of course, it's Wednesday. Got the show out a little early today. Hope you guys had a great Wednesday. And don't forget, have a great day today. And don't forget to please get on board the PT Showbiz Top 5 Cruise. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm telling y'all, we're going to have a lot of fun. Y'all be good. I'll talk with you soon. And I'll see you tomorrow on PT Showbiz Top 5. And this is breaking news.